A new food delivery service has arrived here on campus. We break down how students can use the app.
Safety UT app is the university's new safety app. It provides students, faculty, and staff with a lot of unique safety features. Obviously, everyone knows 911. You can call, text, or live chat with UTPD, which is great.
A new app has his phones at UT with hopes of changing how safe you feel on campus.
One of the university's biggest initiatives on campus, we take you behind the scenes for a look at how zero-waste game days are possible. New data shows Tennessee ranked 42nd in voter registration in the 22 midterm election. Thank you for joining us. I'm Harrell.
And I'm Gracyn Thatcher. Not only that, but Tennessee ranked 51st in voter turnout. Our Sydney Brackett spoke to the Vols Vote initiative here on campus about how you can get registered.
Having the right to vote is written in our Constitution, but recent studies shows Tennesseans are not exercising it. According to Think Tennessee, the state is consistently ranked near the bottom in voter turnout and registration rates. Sophie Mylan, president of the Baker School Student Association and Vols Vote member, believes there is a simple answer as to why.
Factors like socioeconomic class, ability to make a voting plan, so actually having transportation to the polling site.
While this may be true, other southern and lower income states such as Kentucky and Alabama are in the lower 20s for voter registration. So how can this issue be fixed? Mylan believes students are the answer.
We are emerging young people who usually are at least politically active in the sense of engaging on social media.
College-age students are consistently ranked low in voter turnout and registration. It is imperative students register to vote so their voices can be heard outside of social media.
And so it's really important for us to go so that we can actually have our voices represented in our democracy.
You can register to vote in one of two ways, in person or online. To register online, you must have a valid form of Tennessee ID and a social security number. Election day is November 5th, and the last day to register is October 7th. To register, visit ovr.govote.tn.gov.
You can visit ovr.govote.tn.gov to register to vote and help Tennessee rise in voter registration rankings.
You might want to bring an umbrella if you're going to the game tomorrow.
We're joined by weather anchor Shane Roberts. Shane, what can we expect this weekend?
Thanks, Grayson. This Saturday, our Vols will compete with Kent State here at Neyland Stadium. Kickoff will start at 7:30 p.m. with temperatures in the lower 70s to upper 60s, with winds coming from the east at around 7 miles per hour. Don't be surprised if there's a pop-up shower or two. Chances are low, but it's better safe than sorry, so bring that raincoat just in case. We'll have more weather to discuss later in the show, so back to you.
Thanks, Shane. A new food delivery service has come to Knoxville.
And the exciting part, it's based on college students. It's called Snag, a grocery-style delivery service that is for students and run by students. Initially founded in California, Snag UTK started here in Knoxville just 3 weeks ago. University of Tennessee student Kevin Doherty shares his experience working there so far.
Just growing so far and just, wearing the big red backpack, people love seeing it. Some of my friends still joke with me about it, but, they order the most from us, so.
That big red backpack is found on the scooter driver. Snag only hires University of Tennessee students in hopes of expanding the student job market as well. Make sure you tune in to next week's show to learn more about the business. We have new information to bring you as you make your way to the store. Numerous deli products have been recalled.
Our Kylie Jackson breaks down what this recall means. Kylie, what did you learn?
Boar's Head Deli and Great Value apple juice is being taken off the shelves after having potential contamination with listeria and arsenic. The CDC says at least 57 people across 18 states have been hospitalized from the listeria outbreak and at least 9 people have died. A customer affected by the recall, Nyla Jones, expressed her satisfaction with how safety measures were applied when she was almost sold a recalled product at a local Walmart.
They're being responsible about it. It wasn't they were trying to keep it under wraps or something. It was very open about, hey, this product is being recalled.
Consumers are advised not to consume these products and to return them to the place of purchase for a full refund. Symptoms of contamination may include fever, muscle aches, and headaches, and anyone experiencing these symptoms should seek medical attention immediately.
Kylie, where can people get more information on the food recalls?
We will continue to follow these food recalls, but for right now, you can visit fsis.usda.gov to find out more information.
Emergency Management and Public Safety at UTK is ensuring student safety on campus with their new mobile app called Safe at UTK.
Our Clarissa De La Cruz spoke to UTPD about how this app helps attain safety at UT.
Sounds like an ideal solution for both students, parents, and staff. Introducing the new mobile app, Safe at UT. Student safety is a top priority at UTK. Safe at UT is an essential tool to enhance personal safety when walking on campus. Ryan Moore, Public Safety Information Officer, sheds light on the new app.
So the Safe at UT app is the university's new safety app. It provides students, faculty, and staff with a lot of unique safety features.
Important features like mobile blue light, contact UTPD, and friend walk are all in the convenience of students' phones.
Everyone sees the blue lights on campus. It's now on your phone. If you activate it, it will simultaneously send your location and contact UTPD. The friend walk, which is a great feature. If you're walking late at night, say you live in the fort, you can then activate friend walk and your friend will be able to monitor you until you get to your destination.
UT students can now quickly get help from anywhere on campus. Current student Reva Boggy expresses her gratitude for the app.
I think the Safe at UT app could be really beneficial for students that want that extra protection and safety. You're just a click away from calling UTPD if you're ever put in a compromising situation.
Students, parents, and staff can now have that extra measure of safety for their loved ones at the university. Fall News, Clarissa De La Cruz.
The History Department, now located on the 6th floor of Stokely Management Center, has officially settled into their new location.
This comes after a handful of departments were moved because of the construction of the new Haslam building. While the original announcement caused distress, they have grown to love the new space. Susan Lawrence, the head of Department of History, specifically praised the new common areas and their closeness.
Yeah, it's a process. It's really a long process. But we are grateful that in the end, the university found a space for us and a workable space where everybody is together. So am I going to be able to...
While no place is without their downsides, Lawrence is looking forward to the work they will do on the Stokely Management Center.
One community coffee shop has been gaining traction for their focus on community and ethical sourced brews.
That's the place to sit.
Our Madison Sims spoke to owners about the UPS, about the ups and downs of business owning. Madison?
Yeah, in a community where individuals need a safe space for expression and being, the owner of this Fort Sanders business is bridging the gap, one coffee cup at a time.
Diversity of different people, perspectives, identities.
Customer turned store manager Brooke Borowski says that after one visit, she fell in love with the place.
We came and I never left. She really, really encourages a sense of community, and I think that if everybody knew that, that would make them want to come to the shop even more.
The shop was gaining momentum, but fell on hard times as students left campus during summer break.
I was at the point of thinking we were going to need to close the business.
Ellenberg says she didn't just want to disappear, so she uploaded a video to Instagram, sharing their situation.
Probably going to have to close at the end of the month.
And the outpouring of support was more than she could have imagined.
We raised almost $13,000, so that was incredible, and that was the only way we were able to make it through the summer.
But with the fall semester underway, the Coffee Underground is still working to increase their visibility and engagement. And Ellenberg encourages those who may still be on the fence that her business is crafted from care and consideration.
We're individuals here, and we're working, on behalf of the people that come in here and the broader community to try to make this a better place.
In Knoxville, I'm Madison Sims, Vol News. You can find their social media at Coffee Underground on Facebook and coffeeunderground.knox on Instagram.
Maddie, how can people help?
I'm glad you asked. You can support Kelly's business by visiting their shop located below Undeclared and behind Chipotle on the Strip.
Thanks, Madison. The university brings Rocky Top together with food and a table. For 4 years, the Division of Student Life and Campus Ministry Council partners up to unite students and faculty together.
Our Kyla Berry finds out what this event means for volunteers.
With food and a table.
Community, our faculty, staff, and students to come together around a meal, get to know one another, and to build a sense of community.
More than 500 students come together.
I'm with my friends, heard there was a free meal, so we came and stopped by and just all gathered around the table together.
All thanks to an event called United at the Table.
Semester has started to ramp up, so it's nice to have a moment to just take a break and chill and not have to worry about a meal.
And letting seniors like Vaughn and Johnson enjoy one last meal.
Nostalgic in a way, getting to have one last big meal with everyone before we graduate. And then we can hear Neyland Stadium practicing for the game this weekend.
At a table they have sat at for 4 years.
Every year since I was a freshman.
Frank Cuevas, Vice Chancellor for Student Life, says this is the why behind the event.
Talk to a student, this is their 4th year who's been to this event, and it's just exciting to see them come back, and they look forward to it every year, and they brought some other friends, and they even brought a faculty member, so that's exactly what we want to see happen.
Rocky Top, a home away from home.
You know what? This is my home away from home, and I can make this and be successful here.
And letting seniors like Vaughn and Johnson enjoy their time before graduation. In Knoxville, Kyla Berry, Vol News.
Frank Cuevas tells us that this event just keeps growing each year. Last year they had over 500 students, and he says this year hundreds more students, even faculty, are coming to enjoy a meal on Ped Walkway. In the United States, more than 90 million tons of waste gets recycled, and one hand in the fight to keep the world green is right here on Rocky Top.
Zero waste on campus is one of the university's biggest initiatives. Even on game day during the Georgia game, UT collected over 15,000 pounds of collective waste ranging from aluminum to plastic. Zero waste coordinator for energy and recycling Wyatt Miner says students can even the efforts of zero waste game days.
Students, they can get involved and help by first reading what's on the bins and making sure the materials go in the right places.
This year, Miner says that it is not confirmed yet who the volunteer will compete against for campus race to zero waste, but we will continue to update you as we find out more information.
Vols are all across the globe. Some of our very own students return to Rocky Top after covering the 2024 Paralympic Games in Paris.
Our Kylie Atchison spoke with 2 students about the trip they won't forget.
With less media coverage, the para-athletic community faces the challenge of getting their message out.
While we were there, you can already see the difference between the Olympics and the Paralympics. There's not as many media members from the United States. It's just not seen as that big.
Jackson spoke with a 2-time gold medalist track runner Ezra Freck, one out of 200 USA para-athletes fighting for change.
And I was doing an interview with him and his dad before leading up, and I asked his dad, just asked him plainly, like, what are some practices as journalists that we can use to, like, help cover you guys.
And Jackson learned for media coverage on the Paralympics, every word matters.
Things he said, it was don't use the word despite. He said it's very belittling. He said everybody that covers para-athletics all the time uses the word despite.
As they are back on Rocky Top, they come back with a new perspective on the Paralympic Games.
Learning more about that community and how strong it is and how the athletes all support each other and love each other, and it's just so special to see.
While more growth is needed, these students made a footprint in the challenges para-athletes face.
Just expanding that message and giving these athletes a voice to share their message is super important for the 28 games.
From Knoxville, Kylie Atchison, Vol News.
You can hear more from Kylie after this when she and Riley break down everything you missed in fall sports.
And what you have to look forward to. All that and more when we get back.
If I could be you, and you could be me for just 1 hour. If we could find a way to get inside each other's minds. Walk a mile in my shoes. Walk a mile in my shoes. Well, before you abuse, criticize and accuse. Walk a mile in my shoes.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Okay. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again. Then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
The University of Tennessee is on the rise, lighting the way in everything we do, from theater to supply chain management to advanced materials, creating leaders in the field, on the field, and in every field. The best way to rise is to lift others up and reach for the summit together. It takes each one of us giving our all. It takes a volunteer.
Sports across all of UT have finally taken off as seasons get into full swing.
We're joined by Kylie and Riley to bring you up to speed with everything going on. Take it away, guys.
Thanks, Brooklyn. Welcome to the Rocky Top Sports Report. I'm Kylie Atchison.
And I'm Riley Haltom, bringing you up to date on all things sports here on Rocky Top. Kylie, best time of year is here. Tell us about it.
It is. It's finally football time in Tennessee, and we've seen a lot to be excited about in the last 2 weeks. The Vols opened the season with a 69-3 domination over the Chattanooga Mocs, sending a strong message to all that this team is sending a message that this is going to be a hard team to beat. If you have not already heard his name 100 times, let me say it one more. Nico Iamaleava, the redshirt freshman in his first regular season start, broke the school record for passing yards in a half with 314 yards. He finished the game 22 for 28 passes completed and 3 touchdowns. After the standout performance, Iamaleava was named SEC Freshman of the Week and has received an enormous amount of media praise, with even comments about a Heisman. Who knows? Continuing to show his star power, the Vols blew out 24th-ranked NC State this past Saturday, 51-10. Junior running back Dylan Sampson showed his star power as well. Sampson totaled 169 all-purpose yards along with 2 touchdowns. The Vols move up to the number 7 spot in the AP poll, looking towards a good weekend back on Rocky Top against Kent State. I think it's safe to say this season should be a fun one for the Vols. Now let's hear about how the fans feel during this football season from Brandon Goggins.
The Tennessee Volunteers are now 2-0 after an emphatic victory over NC State on Saturday. The Vols have absolutely showcased their dominance, putting up over 50 points in back-to-back games. Although we're still early in the season, many fans have high expectations for the team moving forward. I'm on Ped Walk right now to hear how students are feeling about the first 2 games.
I think this is the best Tennessee team in my entire life. I think we're better than 2022. I think this is the best team we've had since maybe 98 or 2001. So I'm feeling very good.
I feel like the Vols have been doing really well. I think that we really crushed with the last 2 games. I think that our pick 6 at the NC State game was really what won it for us, because it really gave us that crucial momentum that we needed to win.
Feeling great.
I'm feeling really good, especially after NC State. They did a really good job.
Yeah, are we like number 7 now?
Yeah.
Looking good.
Looking really good.
I think the squad's deep. I think the culture runs strong. I don't think anyone's going to test the Vols soon, man. We got Kent State coming up. I'm not nervous.
Weren't they like ranked pretty well, NC State, and then we beat them by like a lot?
By a lot.
So.
Something that surprised me, maybe Nico Swagger. He's tough.
Easy playoff lock for sure. Nico for Heisman.
Absolutely incredible. Nico's looking good. He gets the job done. He's got aura.
I think the quarterback's doing a really good job, Nico.
He's got long braids. He's handsome.
Nico looked really good against Chattanooga. He looked fine against NC State.
Believe it or not, former Alabama head coach Nick Saban said that Tennessee is going to be a hard team to beat in the SEC. I got the students' perspectives on that statement as well.
I think hell just froze over.
I agree. I mean, Saban's the best coach there's ever been at the college football level. He knows more than I do about football. So if he says that, I have a lot of faith in what he has to say about Tennessee football.
I think he's right. I think we're going to be tough to beat.
Yeah, it's great to hear.
Yeah.
Saban, he can shut his mouth, bro. I don't want to hear anything from that dude.
We're going to kill Alabama.
He's lucky he left this early.
Oh, my God.
He's so lucky he left before he
destroy
go down.
Alabama.
So there's that, yeah.
I think that we'll go out, we'll beat Alabama here. I think that we're going to kick Oklahoma off their field in a couple weeks. I think it's going to be a great season, dominant season.
It's safe to say that these students, along with many others, are excited for what's to come as the Vols aren't showing any signs of slowing down. For Rocky Top Rundown, I'm Brandon Goggins.
The NFL season is well underway, and several Vols made an impact in Week 1. The ever-reliable Trey Smith anchored the Kansas City Chiefs offensive line in a win over the Baltimore Ravens, while Darnell Wright did the same for the Bears in a win over the Tennessee Titans. Darrell Taylor feasted on the Titans offense with 5 tackles, 2 sacks, and a forced fumble. Jawan Jennings, wide receiver for the San Francisco 49ers, added 5 catches for 64 yards. The New Orleans Saints had 2 VFLs make major contributions in their big win over the Panthers. Running back Alvin Kamara was extremely efficient, posting 83 yards on 15 carries and a touchdown, as well as 5 catches for 27 yards. Cornerback Alante Taylor was the leading tackler on the Saints defense, adding 3 sacks. First-year head coach and VFL Gerard Mayo got his first career win in his head coaching career in a big upset over the Cincinnati Bengals. Patriots backup quarterback Joe Milton and Mayo made a bet with starting quarterback Jacoby Brissett. Brissett, an NC State alum, was made to wear some Vols gear during his post-game press conference following the Vols win over the Wolfpack last Saturday. Now back to some current Vols. Kylie, tell us about the volleyball team.
Yeah, the Lady Vols are back for their 2024 campaign after a record-breaking 2023 season. And the team looks a little different, so let's get you caught up on what you need to know. This team looks a lot different from last year after losing 5 starters, including All-American Morgan Fingal. Only star setter Caroline Kerr returns. However, coach Eve Rackham-Watt added 9 new players who will contribute to the Lady Vols. One standout is Nebraska transfer Hayden Kubik. Kubik will contribute significantly as an outside this season. One thing is for sure, Vol Nation is showing out this season for these ladies. In their home opener against number 7 Penn State, a new attendance record was set with 6,193 fans packing Food City Center. This record almost doubles the previous one set in 2021. The Lady Vols currently stand at 3-2 on the season, facing a tough schedule this past few weeks. However, they are making their way up the rankings, sitting at number 16. Multiple Lady Vols have earned SEC honors, including Caroline Kerr and Peyton Chapman. Other standouts include Kiki Cranberry and Nina Chaish. Make sure to keep supporting our Lady Vols as they move into the rest of their season and into SEC play. Speaking of Lady Vols, what's soccer been up to, Riley?
Yeah, the Lady Vols soccer team is in the thick of its non-conference schedule. After a couple of exhibitions, Lady Vols started their season with a close 1-0 loss in Bloomington to Indiana. Since then, though, the Lady Vols have won 3 in-state opponents, Chattanooga, ETSU, and Lipscomb, by a combined score of 6-0. Last Thursday, the Lady Vols soccer team hosted number 7 UCLA. Thanks to an impressive performance from goalkeeper Ali Zazara, the Lady Vols tied the Bruins 0-0. In a home matchup with Florida Atlantic, the Lady Vols notched a 2-0 win over the Owls. Makara Midgley struck first just 2.5 minutes into the game. Sammy Woods added one of her own in the 63rd minute. On Thursday, the Lady Vols hosted in-state opponent number 5 Memphis. On the back of 2 Zazara saves and a Mac Midgley goal in the 47th minute, the Lady Vols got a 1-0 victory. This makes a win and a tie in against ranked opponents. Next Thursday, the Lady Vols will begin their SEC slate with Ole Miss at Regal Soccer Stadium. That's all we have for you this week for your Rocky Top Sports Report. I'm Riley Halton.
And I'm Kylie Atchison. We'll be back here next week with everything you missed in the world of sports.
Thanks, guys. When we get back, we'll take a closer look at the International Coffee House's weekly showcase of culture.
We got a sneak peek into the snacks and coffee of a country in South Asia.
Chancellor Dondi Plowman picked her chancellor professors across the university, and we sat down with one to hear what the honor really means.
If I could be you, and you could be me for just 1 hour. If we could find a way, it's mine. If I could be you, and you could be me for just 1 hour. If we could find a way to get inside each other's minds. Walk a mile in my shoes. Walk a mile in my shoes. Well, before you abuse, criticize, and accuse, walk a mile in my shoes.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Okay. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again, then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
The University of Tennessee is on the rise, lighting the way in everything we do, from theater to supply chain management to advanced materials, creating leaders in the field, on the field, and in every field. The best way to rise is to lift others up and reach for the summit together. It takes each one of us giving our all. It takes a volunteer.
This Friday, we can expect scattered thunderstorms from the remnants of Hurricane Francine. Temperatures will rise to a high of 86 with a night low of 67 later in the evening. A chance of showers with thunderstorms is possible after 2 p.m., so be sure to plan your afternoon events accordingly. Saturday should bring in a little less rain, just in time for game day. Expect partly cloudy skies with temperatures in the 80s and lows in the upper 60s. There is a 15% chance of rain during the day, so don't rule out any stray showers. Now on a lighter note, Sunday morning looks better, with lows starting around 67, then later rising to 80 during the afternoon. Throughout the day, it will remain partly cloudy. However, pockets of sunshine should give us a break from the clouds. That's all I have for you now, Vols. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Shane. A new hangout place for many students, standing right where Memorial Hall once stood, has a surprising purpose.
Our Alexis Brunson spoke to officials about how a water feature is helping our environment.
After years of construction, the Stormwater Park is now open.
Honestly, because when I first got here, there was no water, and then one day I woke up and there was water, and I was like, oh my gosh.
To the delight of many students like Keegan Moher, who use the park for leisure and studying.
I think it's really cute. I love coming here to read and to hang out.
However, as the name suggests, the Stormwater Park is not just here to beautify campus. It also has an important function of stormwater management, as Garrett Ferry, the stormwater manager for UT Knoxville, described.
If everyone just collected all their stormwater and dumped it in the river as fast as possible, the water level would rise and we'd cause flooding. So we just want to find creative ways to manage the stormwater.
The park works by collecting stormwater, cleaning it, and using it for other things on campus.
Sometimes we capture it and use it to flush toilets or for irrigation or for laundry in the residence halls.
And buildings that can't manage stormwater on their own buy credits, which fund projects like the Stormwater Park, something that is considered a success for both stormwater management and students.
I think it turned out to be a cool feature. The students like it. Obviously, it's highly utilized.
So, while students study by the running water, Ferry works towards putting other features like this around campus. In Knoxville, Alexis Brunson, UT Today.
Ferry says that anyone that sees a problem with stormwater management or has ideas about it should email him at stormwater@utk.edu. This week, Chancellor Dondi Plowman named Derek Alderman, David Anderson, and Bonnie Only.
Chancellor's professors are a group of professors that were nominated by their deans of their college. They have to be full-time, tenured faculty members with a minimum of 5 years of service. They are then chosen by the chancellor and have the opportunity to meet with the chancellor to offer advice to better the university. Dr. Alderman spoke about what the honor means to him.
I think signals that you've made major investment to the university. You've given and made contributions to the university in the sense of the duties that you fulfill.
The first meeting with the new chancellor's professors has not been set yet, but Dr. Alderman is eager for the chance to work with the chancellor.
Every week, the International House showcases a different country in their Coffee House series at Hodges Library.
Our Gomez Theater got the scoop with the last week's country, Nepal.
The first and third Wednesday of every month, the International House hosts a free coffee house in the Mary Greer Room inside Hodges Library, featuring hot drinks and snacks which highlight a different country. UTK Nepali Student Association President Sambrati Shah shares why they put on the coffee house.
We are doing this World Showcase, like an international coffee house, to show our Nepal country, our tradition of tea into the other peoples here. So yeah, just trying to show our culture to other peoples.
The next coffee house is September 18th and will highlight the country, Turkey.
That's all we have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Brooklyn Harrell.
And I'm Gracyn Thatcher. We'll be back here next week with a special story. I had the chance to sit down with another female drum major for the pride of the Southland.
Until then, stay safe and go Vols.